On the news tonight, Governor Soludo meets with organized labor. Minimum wage tops agenda. Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Soludo, set up Healthy Living Garden in Awka. Federal government restates commitment to renewed hope agenda set for 1-year anniversary. On the foreign scene, in Mexico, collapsed political rally stage kills 9. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. Thanks for joining us. Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has engaged in talks with leaders of the state chapter of the Nigerian Labour Congress. The governor's meeting with the leadership of the labor union in the state was held at the Executive Chambers, Government House, Awka. This is coming on the heels of raging agitation and sundry issues by the labor union. During the meeting, Governor Soludo paid rapt attention to the grievances of the union. Ejike Abana has details.
During the meeting, Governor Soludo paid rapt attention to the grievances of the union. Speaking through the state chairman of the union, Comrade Humphrey Emeka Nwafo, the leaders expressed appreciation for Governor Soludo's willingness to engage with them and pledged to continue working with the state government to enact changes that would benefit the state workforce. Commenting on the contributory pension scheme, Comrade Nwafo said the governor has announced the suspension of the scheme and set up a committee to look into the issues, investigate why money was deducted, and report back to him within 8 weeks. He explained that government set up a committee to look into the minimum wage and wage award issue in the state and submit their report within 3 months, with a view to seeing how the governor can increase the pay, expressing optimism that the governor will make pronouncement afterwards. He noted that issues such as Ndiolo Microfinance Bank is already being worked on, and report from the government committee will be submitted on 31st May, and revealed that the setup of the membership of the Civil Service Commission and Local Government Service Commission will be announced soon by governor.
Since 2019 and 24th of January 2020, when the agreement was signed, it has been an issue. We believe that minimum wage is based on basic. But with the law we have seen, it is now clear that minimum wage is based on take home. So, and going by that, what it means is that Anambra is complying with the provision of the law.
Addressing the press jointly shortly after the meeting, Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelo, and the Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwegbe, described the meeting as peaceful as all the issues brought up by the union were resolved. According to them, the committee, which will be chaired by the SSG, will be straightened up with the view of working out a salary structure for Anambra State.
There was so much tension in the air before we got into the meeting that they were all amicably resolved. All the vexed issue, the issue of the minimum wage, very clear that the state has been compliant and the governor has gone further to actually set the committee, which I will chair, to anticipate probably the outcome of the current minimum wage negotiations in the country.
The good thing I want to let the public know is that all the issues that were brought up by the organized labor in Anambra State were peacefully resolved today. And we no longer have issues pertaining to labor activities in Anambra State. And we're so grateful to Mr. Governor for the way he handled the meeting. So I'm really happy for the workers, and then I'm happy for the labor unions too.
From the Government House, Awka, Ejike Abana, ABS News.
Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has begun the process of setting up a healthy living garden in Awka. The garden, which will serve as an exhibition sample for the ongoing Healthy Living Garden competition and the proposed Healthy Living Community Garden initiative, will be occupied by vegetables and other types of crops. that could be harvested within a short period of time. Already, the vegetables and crops have undergone the preliminary planting methods using the seed trays, after which they would be transplanted into the apportioned garden space upon germination. The governor's wife is leading the whole cultivation process alongside agro-professionals, while every method of the cultivation process is purely organic. Mrs. Soludo's Healthy Living Exhibition Garden will have eggplants, cabbage, cucumber, watermelon, carrots, tomatoes, and hot pepper. Others are radish, ginger, turmeric, garlic, onions, okra, beetroot, lettuce, and sweet potatoes. According to the Anambra governor's wife, the major purpose of setting up the garden is to show people around that most of the crops and vegetables, which are often thought to be grown only in the northern part of the country, can also grow here. She also noted that the garden will also serve as a perfect ground for those who wish to learn how to cultivate unique crops, can acquire practical knowledge and use the same to help other people. Mrs. Soludo also used the opportunity to give a brief overview of the forthcoming Healthy Living Community Garden Initiative and explained that her goal is to promote lucrative agricultural opportunities for every Anambra person, especially women and youth. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has launched the Anambra State Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Unit and its electronic platform. Launching the unit in Awka, Governor Soludo, represented by the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, who said that about 80% of Indian Anambra patronized private health care facilities, said that the essence of Anambra State Health Facility Monitoring and Accreditation Unit is for the government to have an avenue to know all the health facilities in the state. Chibuzo Obidike has details.
The governor revealed that the state is second after Lagos to launch such unit and noted that Ashefamu will bring about efficiency and it will give the Anambra the opportunity to know hospitals that are registered in order to eliminate quackery in the state. He thanked all those who assisted to the success of the unit and thanked the World Health Organization, WHO, for their continuous support to the state and called on the Anambra to always visit the Ashefamu website to see accredited hospitals as well as make their inputs and observations.
The governor specified that Anambra were going to provide a regulatory system that will regulate the functions and activities of a private hospital and the public hospitals in the state.
The State Commissioner for Industry, Mr. Christian Udechukwu, described the exercise as a war against medical banditry and quackery, urging the Anambra to make use of the new initiative for a healthier state. The Anambra State House of Assembly Committee Chairman on Health, Honorable Tony Muobike, said that the launching of Ashefamu marks a new day in Anambra State, as it is a tool that is very important to actualize the vision and mission of Governor Soludo.
Anambra State want to get it right. If you're not a pharmacist, you have no business dispensing drugs. Every medical professional in every health institution must have copies of certificate of honorable medical professional at another place within the premises.
In his goodwill message, the Anambra State WHO coordinator, Dr. Bonus Mohammed, explained that Ashefamu will protect residents of the state from quackery and unprofessionalism and promised that WHO will continue to partner the state at all times.
Apart from this, we have a lot of other parties that will protect the citizens. So I'm very pleased on behalf of WHO that this law is coming into effect. So congratulations, Anambra State.
The Anambra State Primary Healthcare Development Agency Executive Secretary, Pharmacist Chisom Uchem, the Managing Director of the Anambra State Health Insurance Agency, ASHIA, Dr. Simeon Onyemechi, representatives of the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA, Anambra State Chapter, all delivered goodwill messages during the exercise. The Permanent Secretary, Anambra State Ministry of Health, Dr. Obiageli Uchebo, the State Head of Medical Services, Dr. Ugochukwu Chukwulobelu, among others, attended the event.
CP Itam restates commitment to sustain police onslaught operations and security safety dominance in the state. The policing plan and model on practical intelligence technology-driven and tactical operations already placed by the Commissioner of Police, CP Nage Obonoitam, is yielding positive results following the arrest of a notorious and most wanted cultist and armed robber in Uruagu village, Oba, Idemili South local government area. In a release endorsed by the PPRO, Tochukwu Ikenga stated that the suspect, an 18-year-old Anichebe Akachukwu known as Star B, is a confessed leader of Vikings Secret Court Confraternity, an armed gang terrorizing Ogbaro local government area and Asaba in Delta State. His arrest followed a tip-off of intelligence gathered as he was receiving treatment in their den from a bullet wound sustained in their encounter with police operatives in Asaba. The suspect has provided police with information on his gang's mode of operations and names of other gang members, which is already aiding the ongoing investigation. Also, the release adds that the police has recovered in Okija, Ihiala local government area, a white Porsche Jeep with registration number AGL60HJ Lagos, suspected to be operational vehicle of the succession's operation in Ihiala. During a search of the vehicle, the operatives found a bag and discovered 27 pieces of live 7.62 ammunition, 3 live cartridges, 1 torchlight, charms and other incriminating items. To this end, the CP has charged the operatives to sustain the tempo and direct continuous onslaught operations aimed to weed out all the criminal elements and reduce crime to the barest minimum in the state. Grand Hamano Academy, Oka, has emerged second best private school in Anambra State and 10th best in Nigeria. An anti-corruption and non-governmental organization, Center for Ethics and Self-Value Orientation, which presented the award to the academy, also inducted the proprietor of the academy, Mr. Chijioke Nwajioha, into the organization's Hall of Fame. Queen Anibogu filed the report.
The Center for Ethics and Self-Value Orientation, CESVO, is a local Kogi state-based organization charged with the responsibility of providing independent assessment of individuals, corporate organizations, ministries, departments, and agencies, and seeing to it that they do the right thing according to the extant laws of Nigeria. Presenting the award, the Executive Director of CESVO, Prince Salim Musa Yakubu, explained that the Gold Medalist Award to the Academy was in recognition of the quality education being provided in the school, as well as the conducive teaching and learning environment. He added that the proprietor of the Academy's induction on the Hall of Fame was for his contributions to the quality education, corporate social responsibility with a human face, saying he has the character Nigeria needs for national transformation.
Our major concern is organizations and corporate bodies to do the right thing in accordance with the extant rules. Every single organization that is incorporated by government has extant laws and rules. Are they following it? Get to this. What kind of education is being provided here? How qualitative is it? What is it? Does it have quality assurance guaranteed? What about the environment? In the areas of national basic education policy, how do they fare? What about teaching aids? What quality of teacher do they have? We put factor all this, and we will know this through questionnaires.
In an acceptance speech, the proprietor, Mr. Nwajioha, thanked God and the organization for finding him and his school worthy for such recognitions, saying that it shows that whatever one is doing in life, the world is watching. He described the award as a big challenge for them, expressing optimism that they will do more.
I am happy. Just in a simple word, I am happy. It's unexpected, and I didn't expect it, and I didn't see it coming. You know, it was a very huge surprise to me. But I thank God for this. That is to say that whatever you are doing in life, people are watching. So this is just, one of those that recognize our efforts. So I'm happy. Another challenge thrown at me, and it is one step at a time. We have been challenged again to do more.
The various heads of units in the academy were also given awards for their excellent contributions to the growth of the school. In their separate remarks on behalf of others, the Director of Studies, Mr. Adefola Adeboyega, and the head teacher of the primary section of the academy, Ozomaho Nwobani, expressed delight over the award, saying that the secret of the success is hard work, noting that people should always have strong conviction that doing the needful pays, and whatever good one does will surely come back to the person. Awards presentation and group photograph brought the event to a climax.
Medical mission for both Oka indigents and residents has commenced at Umuzocha Village Hall in Oka. The free medical mission staff with 20 social workers, 15 medical doctors, 15 nurses, and 15 pharmacists is sponsored by the Oka Union USA and Canada with the goal of providing medical care to over 3,000 people. The free medical outreach offers a range of services covering screening, diagnosis, and treatment of everyday ailments such as diabetics, high blood pressure, malaria, typhoid, chronic and acute pain, anemia, peptic ulcer, arthritis, and so on. We have details.
During the exercise, the lead physician, Dr. Tochfu Abwata Oyamune, addressed the beneficiaries before the commencement of the free medical mission, emphasizing the importance of regular medical checkups for a healthy life. She encouraged the people to make it a point of duty to prioritize their health by undergoing regular medical checkups.
So the reason all these things were preventive measures so that Kobena can enjoy.
In an interview, the President General of the Union, Dr. Anthony Nwobum, said that the exercise, which is fourth in its series, is part of the Union's self-imposed social responsibility to give back to the community. Dr. Nwobum, who regretted the various challenges facing the people, especially health challenges due to poor economic status, asked government at all levels to prioritize the health and well-being of the populace. He said to ensure effective coverage of the medical mission, the association deemed it necessary to zone the exercise, which will end this Friday, to ensure everyone is given an opportunity to access free health care.
We harness our resources together from our own pockets. We contribute, buy medications, come with our doctors, hire more doctors and nurses and pharmacists here in Nigeria to run this program, to make sure that we bring health care closer to the grassroots, closer to the people that are not able to go to the hospital.
Some of the beneficiaries, Mrs. Patricia Nweke Okaba, Mrs. Rosaline Chufu, Ann Uzoka, and Elder Michael Chimuko thanked Oka Union for their benevolence and prayed God to replenish their pockets. An elder from Amachala village, Chief Christopher Nwoka, in a speech offered prayers that Oka Union USA Canada should continue to remain united in view of the people-oriented programs that they have for the people. Over 700 individuals received free screening and drugs from the association at the commencement of the exercise, which will continue at Ndichie Hall, Umundioka Village, Oka, for Ezioka Waters. A one-time President General of the Union, Dr. Henry Onwumbiko, and the Chairman Planning Committee, Mr. Greg Okafor, expressed satisfaction with the leadership qualities of Dr. Anthony Nwobum, who has been consistent in packaging of the health mission, reassuring him of their continued support and encouragement. Recall that Oka Union in the United States and Canada had in January this year engaged over 300 youths in various scales as part of the efforts aimed at creating a bright prospect for them.
Still to come on the news tonight, federal government restates commitment to renewed hope agenda set for 1-year anniversary. In Mexico, collapsed political rally stage kills 10. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns shortly. Stay with us.
The world needs mums. With a splash of Golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Change no thanks into yes please. Resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty family meals is all that matters. Where there are moms, there is love. Golden Terra oil, for pure love.
Alright everyone, no put your ears, make we talk. Time don't reach to rearrange the sounds to give una small wisdom. Una think say una sabi. Sounds might be fresh now, but you know, I beg no be so. Before una go talk, say our smell no reach. Make una think and try so. We know they here to the point una with our small finger. We show una solution instead.
Ever heard of Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world?
On a slide, go find like chemistry as it's supposed to be. You can see why we are the coolest around. For zero cavity and long-lasting
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Evening News. Ahead of its 1 year in office, the Ahmed Bola Tinubu-led administration has reassured citizens that it will remain focused and committed to the implementation of its renewed hope agenda for positive impact on the socio-economic life of all Nigerians. Unveiling activities marking the first anniversary at a ministerial press briefing series, the Secretary to the Governments of the Federation, Senator George Akume, said despite the overwhelming challenges from all the angles, President Tinubu has maintained his calm and demonstrated exemplary leadership qualities, thereby guiding the nation with vision and foresight. Ekwe Ajide now reports.
Under President Tinubu's stewardship,
he counted some of the numerous notable projects to include extensive road networks, improved rail systems, and the modernization of ports, which are vital for boosting trade and connectivity. The SGF said the present administration, recognizing the importance of human capital development, has made substantial investments in healthcare and education by launching new healthcare facilities and upgrading existing ones, with reforms in the education system, while assenting to various bills for the betterment of the masses.
And granted authority to state governments, corporations and individuals to generate, distribute and transmit electricity, thus decentralizing the power sector. Assent to the Nigeria Data Protection Bill 2023 that established a legal framework for safeguarding personal information and promoting data protection practices in Nigeria.
Earlier in his welcome address, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, said President Tinubu has always insisted that information should flow from government to the people because it is the people that elected him. He urged members of the media to be focused by reporting honestly with a deep sense of patriotism for the nation and jettison all forms of fake news and misinformation.
And the issue of misinformation and fake news is not just a Nigerian phenomenon. It is a problem the world over. It is not only Nigeria that is suffering it. But we have to ensure that we come together to clean up this space so that Nigeria can reach the desired prosperity.
The Minister of the Economy, Budget and National Planning, Atiku Bagudu, had, while clarifying an issue, said the state governments should do all within their powers to ensure living standards of citizens are uplifted. The 1 year in office of the present federal government will be celebrated low-key, but it is expected to give the scorecard of various ministries and departments within the period. In Abuja, Princess Ekwe Ajide reporting. On the foreign scene, a stage in the northern Mexico has collapsed as strong wind gusted through a campaign rally for presidential candidate George Alvarez Menes, leaving at least 9 people dead and about 50 others injured, authorities said. The collapse occurred yesterday during a campaign rally for the Citizens Movement Party in the city of San Pedro Garza Gracia in Leon State. Video on social media showed the structure falling forward into the crowd, sending screaming attendees scattering. Returning to the scene of the accident after being cleared at a local hospital, Alvarez Menes, the Citizens Movement Party presidential candidate, said he hoped authorities would investigate what had happened, requesting transparency in the process. Members of Mexico's National Guard and Army were on the scene to provide support. Campaign events are being held this week and next in anticipation of the June 2nd presidential, state, and municipal elections. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. On X at ABS Radio TV. On Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main points again. Governor Soludo has met with organized labor minimum wage tops agenda. Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Soludo, has set up Healthy Living Garden in Oka. Federal government has restated commitment to renewed hope agenda set for 1-year anniversary. And under foreign scene, we told you in Mexico, collapsed political rally stage has killed 9 people. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for watching. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Good night.